Yo, what's going down? It's King Spence, and welcome back to the Tulsa Progression Podcast, where we talk, teach, and learn Tulsa music. And remember to give your opinion, because here, your opinion matters. So today, we'll be talking about ways to promote your music or videos. And what I've done is I've came up with a list of ways that you can do some solid promotion on social media, on the internet, to get more people exposed, to get your music exposed to more people. So I've broke this down into two segments. One is good ways, and another way is the other segment is bad ways. So for the humor of it, I kind of want to start with the bad ways, but I'm gonna save that for the end of the video. But let's dive into some good ways to promote your music. So my experience as a videographer working with a lot of artists is just kind of seeing what things they've done that I think were beneficial to their careers. And one of the things that I've seen a lot of artists that I've worked with do is submit their videos to Saycheese TV, Saycheese TV. I'm not sure if that's the exact handle, but I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with Saycheese, and if not, I'll put it in the bio. Now, I'm not being paid to promote these guys. I just feel good about telling the truth. Saycheese Media or Saycheese TV is a Instagram platform that uploads a lot of hip hop related stuff. Now, I've hit them up because I started to upload a video to their platform. I went ahead and pulled up the email that I got from these guys, and I'm gonna just break down the prices of what they told me. Now, you'll have to go do your research, because this email that I got from them is from years ago, to be specific, 2017. Jeez Louise. It is like nearly 5 years later. So the prices may have increased, but at the same time, they may have decreased. But a few of the things that I know is that $600 for a full month on Twitter and 4 posts on IG and free SoundCloud repost. $45 for a SoundCloud repost, $375 for 2 Instagram posts and free SoundCloud repost. $450 for a week of promo on Twitter, 2 Instagram posts, and free SoundCloud repost. And they have a ton more pricing options. They'll do a write-up on you, like a blog write-up, for $100. $100 for a promotional tweet on Twitter, and $250 for Instagram post. So for 1 Instagram post. So, that's pretty solid pricing for the kind of responses they be getting on their Instagram. So, that's one thing that I think that a lot of you guys should consider if you are about to release a music video or some project. Reach out to Saycheese and say, hey, I got the coins and I'm interested in paying, and, see what it does. I feel like a lot of the artists that I've worked with, like Fociano, June, a lot more people that my brain just farted for some reason have uploaded to Saycheese. And when you read the comments, it's funny because you got a lot of haters, but more than anything, you got opinions. And I'm sure that you're gonna get at least 20 followers if it's if you feel like your stuff is pretty solid. That's a great way to get stuff out. Another way is the Worldstar Instagram. Now, I expect their prices to be ridiculous, probably somewhere around 1,000 plus, because I know that just getting it on their website is like $750. But I do believe that Worldstar is a solid way to expose people to your music. You would have to figure out how to get in touch with those guys. I've never reached out to them, but a lot of guys who I've worked with have had their projects uploaded to Worldstar. And the only reason I think that Worldstar Instagram is a good place to go is because the amount of feedback they get on their videos. Now, Saycheese and Worldstar both, I feel like, get a bunch of bots, but I also feel like they get a ton of real responses. So, look into that as a way to promote your next project. Another way that I think is very useful is through influencers. Now, influencer is just a person with a large following on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, whatever. But I would put together a budget and start reaching out to people who have, 10K plus followers. Now you can kind of gauge who has real and fake followers, sorta, but I would just look at their content, and if you feel like, say for instance, you like a gangster rapper, I would reach out to somebody like a Instagram model, a model that kind of caters more to your audience, or a YouTuber, or somebody like, I'm on the spot right now, so I really can't think. But if you just kind of reset, or another rapper, a famous rapper or a popular rapper, I would reach out to them and be like, hey, I got X amount of dollars. You think you could repost this to your story? Or how much more would it cost for you to do an Instagram post? I know that might sound like tough for a lot of people, but what you got to understand is it's going to take money to make money in the music industry, and you got to get real creative with how you promote yourself. So, that's something to consider. If you got the budget for it and you're interested in growing your audience, just uploading to your Instagram is not the only thing that you can do. You can do a lot more, and this is a few ways. Now, I have more ways that I want to share with you guys, but the number one way to figure this stuff out is by getting with Tiffany, get with me, book a shoot, and let's have this discussion. This is some of the things that I love to discuss with artists that I work with. There's so much more that goes into this business than just, shooting, editing, uploading. And I like to discuss those options. And if you want some of those things, reach out to me and let's work, and let's figure out some more ways that we could promote your content. But now that we've discussed 3 good ways to promote your music, let's discuss 3 bad ways. Now, keep in mind that all of this stuff is opinion-based. There is no right way or no wrong way to do anything with your career. You can only do it and figure out how it works for you. But just as a spectator, as a person that's on the outside looking in, I'll tell you some things that I don't see to be very effective. Now, the first thing is tagging a ton of people on social media accounts, Facebook specifically. Whenever I get notifications that me and 98 other people have been tagged in a video, that is like so not interesting. Like, I don't care what the video is. I just automatically assume that it's some low budget stuff going on whenever I'm tagged along with 98 other people. That's just me though, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I don't think I've ever engaged with something that I've been tagged with 98 other people. I don't even think that. Yeah, that's my opinion on it. I think that's a horrible way to promote your content. But to each his own. Do your thing, but I don't think you should do that. I think you should figure something else out, because I don't think that works. But anyways, moving on. Another way is paying for fake views, paying for fake engagement. I don't think that's a solid way. I don't think that's promotion. I think that's illusion. I don't think that a good idea of maybe it feeds your ego or feeds into your into something. I don't know what it is, but I feel like you should take that money and go put it towards something that actually works, like some of the things that I've just described, or some of the other things that I could talk to you about that don't cost as much. But taking $250, $100 and just paying for some fake views as your primary source of promotion, big X, don't do that. I don't think that's working for you, and I can't think of anybody that it did work for. So just kind of think about that. And the last thing that I think is a bad way of promoting your video is complaining. If you drop a video and it's not getting the amount of shares or engagement that you would appreciate, I don't think going to social media and complaining about it is a good way to promote. Now, it is a good way to draw some attention to yourself, to make you look like, a little kid or a little girl or something, but I don't think that that's what you should do. So check out the first 3 things that I said as a good source of promotion, and hit me back. Let me know what y'all think. How do y'all feel about people complaining or paying for fake views or tagging a bunch of people as a means of a way to promote their project? And also let me know what y'all think about people uploading to Saycheese, Worldstar, and having influencers share their content. But that's our topic for today, ways to promote your music. A quick recap, I think Saycheese, Worldstar, and influencers are a great way. And I think that tagging people, paying for views, and complaining are bad ways. But that's it for today. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, comment, follow, and hit me up, man. Tulsa Progression Podcast, King Spence signing out. Welcome back to the Tulsa Progression Podcast. I am King Spencer, and that wraps up today's show, man. Today we talked about a bunch of things. We talked about how you can get advertisement on this podcast. We discussed a few ways to promote your music and a few bad ways to promote your music. Also, we discussed how you can campaign a project. The last thing we talked about was paying for versus getting paid for doing performances. So if you haven't watched all of the videos or you haven't listened to this entire podcast, make sure you go check it out. You can find me on Spotify and Apple Podcasts under Tulsa Progression Podcast. I look forward to hearing from you guys, whether it's for music videos, your opinion on this podcast, content management, campaign management. Hit me up, man. I look forward to hearing from you guys. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, comment, and follow to check out more of the upcoming content that I have. And if you don't do any of those things, I appreciate it. Share. You know what I'm saying? But that wraps up today's topics. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I look forward to hearing from you guys. I am King Spencer, Mr. Progression on Me, Progression on 3. I'm checking out. See y'all later.